Good morning, Oluchi. How are you?
Fantastic. Joe is right here with me. I don't know why
Hi,
he's just
Joe.
I'm just
smiling
watching.
and
I'm waiting for.
just looking at
I'm just
everything.
waiting for the stories. I'm just waiting.
Okay, let's get straight to the stories for today. Now, Justin Dean, who is the husband to popular dancer of popular musician and popular dancer, Korra Obidi, has revealed that he is indeed the father of their two kids. Recall that the doctor had accused Korra last week of cheating in their marriage. He also went on to announce about how he was sick and tired of lack of accountability and a narcissistic behavior. However, in a latest post, Justin apologized for calling Korra a chronic cheat. According to him, she only cheated once, and it was at the beginning of their marriage. Let's watch this video.
The comments that I made about Korra being a chronic cheater were inaccurate to my knowledge. She cheated at the beginning of the relationship. It caused a rift. I have forgiven her, and we have tried to move on. All the comments about these children not being mine are absolutely false. These are my children. I love them. And all other statements that I made in that post are accurate and correct.
Well, there you have it. It says, indeed, his wife cheated, but it was only at the beginning of their marriage. So he apologizes to, of course, our fans and, fans all over the world, people like me especially, about this. And that is what is trending at the moment. And it's good for us to check out some of these tweets before I come back to you, Joe and Oluchi, because these cases of divorce, announcing divorces, cheating, it's now so rampant these days. Now, that one is from Mr. Francis. All the things I know about these people are against my will. I agree with you, Francis. And we had one from Amaka. Amaka says, even though this man is beginning to overreact and rant these days on social media, the truth is, saying I'm sorry can do a lot of healing. And I agree with that. And I think he's also referring to the post where Justin made and said that, he talked about, sort of emotional abuse. Now, that one is from Omolara. Omolara says, if speaking up is on the means of getting back to his normal state, speak up, bro. Depression is real. You all should stop saying it talks too much as a man. No be blood, they flow through in vain. And his mental health is in a bad state. Now, that's how Omolara feels about this. And I agree with, telling people, telling men, telling whoever it is to speak up if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel maltreated emotionally by your spouse, your partner, and all that stuff. But coming on social media, it does a lot these days. But there's talks about the fact that they are social media couples, so they are accountable to the public. Oluchi and Joe, that's what people feel. What do you think about that?
Oluchi, I'm waiting for you to go first.
Wow.
I'm just looking at you. I mean, this is
the crickets for me.
Okay, so why? Two things I don't understand. Why do you come on social media to wash your dirty linens outside? And
so that's
secondly,
the thing. They said they're social media couples.
So you have a problem. I mean, you had a problem. What struck me was the fact that he said she cheated before their relationship, or while they just started
at the beginning.
And then he has forgiven
marriage.
her. And you still bring it back?
Well, cheating is cheating, Joe, whether it was at the middle and in between.
Yeah, but he let it go, so why bring it back?
Well, sometimes when someone cheats, there's still certain, you're scarred for life,
I still think there's
so certain
lots
things
of
can
underlying
trigger those feelings to come back all over again, even though in real essence it's really not there. But when you do certain things that trigger those emotions, they will come back. You're scarred. It's for life.
So that made him, that pushed him to make some statements, and now he's regretting why he made those statements.
Yes, and then people are even talking about the timing, because she just, gave birth to a new child.
Please, let's not even go there. I mean, do you know how much this guy has endured even prior to the birth?
So, Oluchi, who are you standing? Are you standing with the guy, or you're trying to get the situation sorted?
I'm standing with the truth, and the truth is that you need to come out and say it as it is, whether or not.
And then you need to come out to the public.
A thin line is about to break or not. Your mental state is
The only thing I want to understand from this whole drama is he fine with the marriage now? Is he still going to go ahead with the divorce, or what? Because he says he wants to do a divorce, and then it's coming to say
I think I'll stick with that statement Oluchi just made. Whatever makes them happy, whatever rocks their boat, that's fine. Because as far as I'm concerned, we're not judged, neither are we the jury to handle this case.
Of course.
They just brought it before us, and I mean, Lizzie picked it up, and of course it's trending, so that's my 50 cents.
Of course, and then we'll also always check out and see the updates on the stories and bring it on Trendwave. Now, moving on to some other mild drama which occurred yesterday at the ongoing trial of the suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police, Abba Kyari. His wife, which is identified as Ramat, slumped at the Federal High Court in Abuja. She slumped shortly after the trial. Judge Justice Emeka Nwite, deferring the rule, says that, they have now been accused of drug trafficking charges against them, and they failed to be released on bail pending the determination of the case against them. This makes our Trendwave today, and that's the video right there of Ramat being carried out of the court scene after she slumped yesterday. Well, let's check out some of the tweets that have now trailed this after, it came online yesterday. That one is from Reno. Reno says, Abba Kyari's wife didn't faint when her husband was busy extorting, torturing, and killing young Nigerians extrajudicially. Upon indictment, wife is slumping, husband is falling sick and then she goes on, after effectively bastardizing the Nigerian scene. And that's what Savvy Reno feels about this. And then we had more tweets on that one. That one is from Nefertiti. Nefertiti says NDLEA found a total of 4.2 billion in Abba Kyari and his deputy Sunday Uba's bank account. But I guarantee you that nothing will happen to Kyari. He may even become a senator or governor tomorrow. Nigeria is a place of talking money. Now that is very deep. Now we had another reaction from Sophia. Sophia says Abba Kyari's wife slumped in court with 40 billion naira traced to her husband's bank account. Action film. This is how Nigerians are reacting to this. Lots of Nigerians feel that indeed this is just a movie playing out. I don't know what you think. I don't know what you make about this, Oluchi and Joe, but I'll put it over to you now.
Well, it's a sad situation, and the Abba Kyari story is one that a lot of Nigerians, in short, a large number of persons are following very closely. Her slumping in court yesterday actually triggered a lot of questions. People were saying, why did you go to court in the first place? Why didn't you just sit back, and just follow up with what your husband is doing? And the case of finding that amount, that huge sum of amount in the account of Abba Kyari and that of his cohort is indeed questionable. Who wouldn't faint when you find that out?
I mean, Liz, in other countries, in other developed countries, all cases that have been solved or brought to the police quarters by Abba Kyari will be brought out now, and they will be thoroughly sieved through. I mean, from the event story to every other case that has been brought before the court of law, all of them, anyone that has to do with Abba Kyari now will be very questionable. They will be brought alive, shaken up and somehow investigated all over again to be sure that he did the right thing through each of those processes. But right now, we're not hearing anything similar to that. All we're hearing is what he's doing. I mean, the wife slumping is not going to change the status of the situation in court right now. I don't see how that's going to affect anything at all. We wish her the very best, and we hope she's in good health as we speak.
Yeah.
I wish her the very best, and I'm just out here praying for the few good men that we have out there. I just want them to stay. I just want them to stay true to being good.
A few good men.
A few good men.
Good men.
Okay.
That keeps me smiling. Thank you so much, Elizabeth Musa, for bringing Trendwave to us. We look forward to have you again on a Thursday.
Always a pleasure.